Welcome to another video. Do you know how amazing a servant your mind is if you know how to control it and master your thoughts? That's why they say that the mind is the best servant if you know how to control your thoughts. But if you let your mind become your master, you end up as nothing but it. How can we control our mind? How to deal with negative thoughts? Many people think they can remove a negative thought and replace it with a positive one, but in reality, you will never be able to force a thought out of your mind. The more you try, the more you use force to remove or forget the thought, the more it will come back to haunt you. In this video, I will share with you a simple and practical way of using energy and negative thoughts to direct it towards a more positive state of mind. Just ask yourself 5 questions, and these questions will help you come to the present moment, encourage you to develop more helpful qualities and helpful thoughts within your mind. But before we begin, I must mention that none of these practices and none of these things are easy. But over time, if you keep practicing, if you stick to the process, and if you keep working at it, it will become very easy. And once you get used to it, it's easy to deal with negative thoughts and control your mind. So let's start with the first question you should ask yourself: what are the thoughts that keep me from peace? What are the thoughts that steal my peace? When you ask yourself this question, you can go through your weaknesses because weaknesses vary from person to person. For someone, the thought that steals their peace may be anger, for another person it may be jealousy, and for a third person it may be procrastination or laziness. When you ask yourself this question, you gain a good understanding of your weaknesses. When you understand what weaknesses are in you, what thought patterns steal your peace, it is very easy to deal with the negative state of your mind. Another question you can ask yourself is, what am I thinking now? This is one of the best questions you can ask yourself to bring your mind into the present moment, to gain a good understanding of the current state of your mind. Because most of the time our mind lives either in the past or in the future, rarely does our mind live in the present moment. When you ask this question, what am I thinking now, it helps you to become aware of the present moment. When you get to this point, it is very easy to solve the problem because you know what is going on inside you. When you ask this question, you can get many answers, such as, I'm angry now, I'm stressed now, I'm thinking about something, I'm worried about something. Once you identify that thought, it is very easy to deal with it. The third question you can ask yourself is this thought pattern useful to me? When you ask yourself this question, you dive into that problem and start thinking about the negative aspects of that negative state. For example, if you are angry, ask yourself if that anger is really helping you. You come to the answer that, no, anger only hurts you, both you and the other person. This will lead to many problems. When you ask this question, it gives you a chance to think about the flaws and downsides of your thought patterns. The more you realize the flaws in your thought patterns, the easier it is to stay out of it because you know it will hurt. Because we often do things and think without realizing and thinking about the disadvantages of it, and that's why it's best to ask yourself if it will really help you. The fourth question you can ask yourself is, what is the best thing I can do instead of staying in this negative state? For example, if you are angry, ask yourself what is the best thing you can do instead of staying angry. How can you calm down? How can you let go of that anger? When you ask this question, come to the answer that you should forgive, let go of that anger if you want to be at peace. This is a solution that comes from within yourself. Ask yourself what is the best thing to do instead of staying in that negative state, and you will come up with a solution. The best thing is that each of us knows what is good and what is not. For example, we all know that too much sugar is bad for our health, but when we make a cup of tea, we simply add a little more sugar, knowing that it is bad. Regardless of what we know is bad, let's do it. And that's why it's best to ask what is the best thing to do, think about it and come up with a solution. Think about whether you will really help. The fifth question you can ask yourself is, what is the benefit of developing these positive thoughts? This question helps you think about the benefits of forgiveness, the benefits of avoiding jealousy, the benefits of avoiding laziness and work. When you think about it, you come to benefit, to reward. The more you see the benefits of something, the more you strive for it because you know it will bring something good into your life. So ask the question, what is the use of developing these positive thoughts? Now you have asked yourself all the questions, now you know what you need to do and you know the benefits of it. There is only one thing to do now, and that is to take action. Go ahead and do it, do positive things and develop more positive traits in your mind. But remember, none of this is easy in life. It's very hard, we have to try, we fail when we do these things, but one thing we have to do is keep doing it, regardless of whether we succeed or not. When you do it continuously, when you maintain consistency, you will become proficient at it and it will become a part of your life. That's how we deal with our mind, that's how we deal with negative states of mind. Practice this and you will see that it will work for you. In conclusion, dealing with negative thoughts and controlling the mind requires asking key questions. Understanding thought patterns that threaten peace allows us to deal with them effectively. Asking questions like, what am I thinking now? It brings us into the present moment, making problem solving easier. Analyzing the usefulness of negative thought patterns helps us recognize their shortcomings. Asking questions about the best course of action instead of staying in a negative state allows us to find our own solutions. Finally, thinking about the benefits of developing positive thoughts motivates us to continue practicing these techniques. Persistence in practice leads to easier coping with the challenges of the mind and attaining peace. Thank you for taking the time to watch our video. We hope you have found useful tips on managing your thoughts and achieving inner peace. If you like the content and want to follow our future videos, please subscribe to our channel. Your support is very important and helps us to continue to share inspiring and useful information with you. Once again, thank you for your support and please subscribe to help us build a positive and inspiring space on our channel.